Welcome, everyone, to another season of Deliberations with Sonya. And I'm your girl, Sonya. And today is January 6, 2024. And we are entering this year of the Lord, swearing in another president. And Lord, have mercy on us all. Today is the anniversary of the insurrection in 2020, in which the Trump, I don't like saying that man's name, but I'm, for the sake of, growth, okay? That person has really brought about something that I believe we as citizens, we as Americans, we all, no matter our race, color, or creed, there are 10 things that we need to keep top of mind, okay? Number one, who is your representatives? Okay? You need to know who they are. It doesn't matter if they're in the state, local, or federal. You need to know who they are. You need to know what they think. You need to know what they're about. And you need to understand definitively what their benefit is to you. If you don't know that, okay? If you don't know that, then please just don't complain about what you get. Because there's going to be it's people complaining right now. The election was just over. And it is many people. I ain't going to say black women because, we 95, 96% voted for Kamala, okay? But it's some people out here worried about getting deported, worried about Social Security, worried about everything you could think of. Benefits, energy, climate, etc. But you weren't worried about that in the height of the election. So I don't know what you're worried about now. But what I do want to say is, I'm trying to be this year not as controversial as I have been in the past. Because I'm trying to be a team player. That shit don't work for me. How do you say that dog don't hunt? Okay. So let's just sit that team player stuff over there on that side of the sofa for a while. Okay? Let's get back to the points I'm making. Representation is key. There are people who are in the Senate now who, against their better judgment, against their knowledge, against their education and experience, allowed this situation to proceed the way it proceeded. There are Republicans who know, and they was down for whatever. And when you're down for whatever, sometimes you end up in jail, whatever. Okay, it's people out here I'm saying, out here with the drug world and every other kind of world you could think of, and they just be down for whatever, because they make the money. But they be all in the federal prison with the rest of the people. And if you go back further through my shorts, you will see all of the jail pics of Trump's other lawyers and friends. Okay? He's about pardon everybody. You can't pardon everybody you put in jail, boo. He didn't put everybody in jail. He put more people in jail than the damn FBI, okay? What's that man name? Giuliani still mad. Shay Moss and them got I gotta stop. This is not funny. I'm supposed to be serious. Okay. Now, these are the things that we learn. Be careful who you vote for. Mitch McConnell, whoever the people in that district. Mitch McConnell could have ended this 4-5 years ago. Now look at him. This man that came for him, that came for his wife, the way he has been saying disgusting things about Mitch McConnell's wife, okay? Because I'm going to tell you, if I was Mitch McConnell, as old as he is, I'd have been like, where my grandson's at? Where's somebody? Somebody go pummel him, okay? He ain't messing with my family. But now, everybody let him roll over. And that's what it is. So let's get back to this other thing, okay? Let's stay on track today. I'm going to try. So, another thing that we learned in this year of politics, equal rights and advocacy, right? It is so important that we do not sub out the fight for our equal rights to others. Okay? Too many people are afraid to stand up for themselves and fight for their rights. I mean, give me a break. We are the descendants of Harriet Tubbs and Sojourner Truth and Malcolm X and Martin and just everybody from the beginning of this nation to before it was a nation. And the fact that we, in the various groups of people, do not have a more solid understanding of our history, a more solid understanding of how, what, and who we are in this society, it's sad. But I'm going to tell you, it's kind of sad. Don't nobody care about. Okay? If you voting against your own self-interest, guess what? Don't nobody care. You could be black, white, other, rich or poor. Don't nobody care if you voting against your personal rights, against the things that will benefit you. Because it's every man for himself out here with these people. Okay? And people, you think you elect them because you think, oh, they gonna work for me. They not working for you. They working for them. They working for their family and what's in it for them. Clearly, they're not working for you. You think J.D. Vance is working for Ohio? Not. Okay. Give us all a break. These people are opportunists, and the opportunity is what's in it for them. We have gone past the days of honor in our politics. Don't exist. So, with that, stay top of mind. Don't get caught slipping. I mean, you already have been caught slipping, but try not to do it again. Another thing, when it comes to the political forces, whether you be a Democrat or Republican, I'm gonna tell y'all now. Let me just put this out here. I voted for Democrats most of my life. However, a big chunk of my votes went to Republicans. I ain't even gonna lie. Even when I was down in Alabama, I voted for governor. The Republican dude, he was very high up on economic development and infrastructure building in a state that lacks, still has ditches, no sidewalks. And that's in the big cities. Okay? Because in some of the areas, it's just all ditches and no sidewalks. And it's still septic tanks. In a place that has all them damn hurricanes in it. That don't make no sense. But what happens is when you get into areas like in the Black Belt, Alabama, and some of those areas, many of those folks are dying of environmental illnesses. And this is no joke. This is real stuff. Okay? You got people dying of real environmental issues that they should not be dying of. Okay? And if you don't believe me, check the cluster maps. Okay? You can check the cluster maps of how these pockets of environmental catastrophes are hurting the poorest and the most undereducated of our citizens. And the people in these communities have the gall to say, I don't know Obamacare. Well, go across the street and die. Don't nobody care what you know what I mean? Like, think about that. You in a state where the minimum wage is whatever it is. Many employers don't offer health care, and if they do, it's not affordable to most of the people. Most people in many of those states would rather stay on welfare, lie to the welfare department about their employment situations, because the insurance on that side is better than from these employers, if they even have it. Okay? Think about that for a minute. And this major group of people support a president who support the 1, 2, and 3%. Now, I started off this by saying I voted Republican. Almost became a Republican for a little bit. It was a thought, but the Holy Spirit surrounded me and said, no. However, that being said, I am not that big on being a Democrat either. Okay? Why? Because we're just too passive and politically correct. And I done had it up to a year with all of that. Okay? Okay? Ain't nobody got no time for that. We need to make some third, fourth, fifth parties or something, okay? This Democrat Republican stuff is not working. Okay? I can be fiscally conservative and liberal in regards to how I treat people and citizens and what I am willing to pay for those who are less fortunate. Why? Because I grew up less fortunate. And me, like millions of Black women across America, we took advantage of the education system so that we would not have to be less fortunate anymore. And our children, our babies, wouldn't have to be less fortunate. But now you got that 2025 plan. Leave no stone unturned. Okay? Because they want to do away with anything that benefits minority communities. And I'm gonna vote for Trump policies. What you know about Trump policies? I'm still waiting for somebody to put in the comments. What are those policies? I'm still waiting. Because other than the tax cuts, which are gonna help businesses, and let's see what else. He not gonna help the climate. He gonna hurt the climate. Okay? He gonna be dead. And he's great. And we all gonna be choking to death. I'm already taking my allergy medicine. You better get you some. Okay? Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm choking. Those of us that don't live in the South, because they gonna be burning. Yeah, I swear, this Hennessy and cranberry and pineapple, it be hitting. Anyway, I am just so happy because it is a new year. And I want to speak truth to power. However, I want to be positive because I feel really good about life, love, the world. And I'm going to fight the power. But I too was looking into moving. I seriously considered Panama. It is like 4 or 5 VA hospitals in the Panama Canal Zone. That is how many ex-military expatriates is down there. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, sometimes you be like, man, I ain't got time for this shit. But you can't take this stuff personal. You can't. You can't. Okay? You can't. Because you'll mess up your happiness. You ain't got time for that. Mm-mm. 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 So this year we learned that we need to link up on a joint basis with like-minded counterparts. And we gotta leave the rest to do what they do. Because all them people that said they was for Kamala Mala, they wasn't for Kamala Mala. They was on Kamala Mala because it was popular. You know what I'm saying? It's like TikTok. Ooh, it's a popular post. Chick, 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 chick. Okay, but when it came down to the rubber meet the road, they voted for Trump. Show did. So we need to form coalitions that are going to be down for us because I didn't hear anyone speaking about that lawsuit against the Black women venture capitalists. And that white guy, I can't remember his name, but he sued them because they were giving benefits, the Fearless Fund. I didn't put a little scroll thing on my thing so I can see it. Anyway, the Fearless Fund, Atlanta-based venture capital firm. The Fearless Fund. I last year was getting my stuff together for the Fearless Fund. And that guy, what's his name? Edward Bloom, one of Trumpers, billionaires. He sued them and said that they were discriminating against white men because it was a venture capital fund for Black women. Edward Bloom, Blum. You want to read about it? The Fearless Fund. This Black woman, Atlanta-based venture capitalist firm that was encouraging persons like myself to invest in tech, to bring job creation into our community. He sued and said it was discrimination because the awards were for Black women. Now, I'm not going to say that this whole lawsuit showed a lack of understanding of the current situation in the United States of America, because that would be giving people a pass. I'm not giving people a pass. Some people know. They know, because when they do their venture capital funding, we are not in the room. We are not getting awarded. We are nowhere to be seen. Okay? Let's see. J.D. Vance and the rest of the white men, politicians, they're in the room. But we're not in those rooms, and they know we're not in those rooms. Why? Because they don't invite us to those rooms. Why? We don't know about those rooms. Why? I don't know. Maybe because even the Black Republicans that I know are not in the dang on room. Okay? Look at Trump's cabinet. You don't see old. All right, I gotta cut that part. That was disgusting. That was wrong. And anyone who sees that the small percent of, what was it, $200 million that these women had put into a fund for other women to be productive. No one, I didn't hear anyone in the House, the Senate, CNN, MSNBC. I didn't hear anybody talking about this. Do you know them women had to settle this year with that man? Settle. They had to pay him to end the lawsuit. Now think about that. We live in a world where a white billionaire man who, I'm pretty sure wealth creation was built on the backs of minorities, because that's always the damn case, has the gall and audacity to stop those same minorities from bootstrapping other minorities. Think about that for a minute. I'm going to take everything you got, everything your mom and them grandpa, great grandpa, papa passed the Civil War, papa and them. I'm going to take everything y'all got. I'm going to put you in the projects because I'm not going to let you own property. And if you do own property, I'm going to send the KKK in there to burn the shit down and take it from you. I'm going to saddle you with hot ass interest loans, usury, and I'm going to make money off of that shit. I'm going to ensure that your credit never ends up being nothing. I'm going to ensure that you never have nothing. I'm going to ensure that anything you could have passed down to your people don't pass down because I took it. I'm going to do all that to you. And on top of that, if you still make it in this world, if you still make it to be a multi-millionaire, that you want to pull the rest of these blankety blanks up by their bootstrap, I'ma sue your ass in court and say you're discriminating against the white boys. I mean, I made about 500 of multi-millionaires, but fuck that. I'ma sue you because you don't get to just do for blacks. White men ought to be able to get that money too. You can't make this shit up. You really can't. So, that being said, you gotta ask yourself, self, do you stand down and let these people get what they want? Do you cower in the corner and say, oh, they always gonna be on top of their cup? Or do you sit back like myself, smile, and come up with every kind of way you can stick a pole in the cog of the wheel that these Mickey freaks is calling themselves grounded, okay? Because I'm going to tell you, I'm a cog-stopping Mickey freaky, okay? And I'm going to tell you, This is just introduction to Deliberation with Sonya for 2024. And I want to bring up all this stuff on Insurrection Monday. But this year is dedicated to the fight. The revolution gonna be televised, y'all. I told somebody was like, "Oh, what you gonna do? You retired, and you a retired military person now, and they coming for y'all money." You ain't gotta say nothing, okay? Okay, because I'm gonna tell these veterans, they telling you they don't know what you want. Okay, this is bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers and disrespectful, but it is what we have. Okay, let's go back to what else we learned this year. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna say this because I done said a lot. And then I'm be done because I gotta do a few other videos for Deliberations with Sonya. Because this year I'm going to be consistent with my writing and with my podcasting and with my YouTubing. I always say that, but this year I really mean it. Yeah, because I am retired now. But I'm not. I'm retired, but I still got stuff to do because I got to bring job creation into my community where I grew up, where I believe in these young people, where I know they can do cyber, where I know they can do math, where I know that they can do AI and they can create things that are not even available yet. And it is incumbent upon all of us to stand up to these Mr. Blooms who thinks that you're gonna laugh in the face of the strength and tenacity of our parents and grandparents and the parents before them. You're gonna have a 2025 plan where you want to destroy the Department of Education. Although I find that offensive, some people don't. Guess what? They're like, I don't love them because my child ain't learning nothing. Your child ain't learning nothing because you ain't touching them shit. How you supposed to be learning something? It's not up to the school system to teach your child. You got to know what's going on in this world. You got to direct those teachers what to do. I taught for 7 years. I taught physics and I'm going to tell you. You get that together. If your child ain't learning nothing, it's because of you, not the teachers. Man, what y'all need to be looking at, the school system's already diluted with this voucher program. People are so not smart. See, I said not smart. I didn't say stupid. I said not smart. Because see, it's 2024 and I'm being a kinder, gentler me. So people are not smart because you allowed these people to sell you on a school voucher. And they put some of these voucher schools in the back of a daycare, in the flow of a church somewhere, up there next to the dang on Piggly Wiggly or whatever. All they did was take the money out of the public schools, which have taken much of the money from the teachers, from the community. Now you can't get nobody to teach in them schools because the schools are all left with worse programs, money, professionals, etc. Okay? And meanwhile, in their communities, they took them vouchers to the private schools. The schools where we're in the 0 to 1% of attendance. So who gives a shit now? Ending the public schools might be the way to go. Maybe then we can get the mind together to fund our own schools, focus on our kids, and get them to know what they need to know. Instead of sitting up here thinking that they learning something at these places where they ain't learning jack diddly. Okay? Because if you can't do Cal 1, Cal 2, if you can't do chemistry and science, you ain't talking to me. You ain't talking to me. I made sure both of my sons both went to college on engineering program. Now, Scotty, he just super duper duper. Jimmy, he's smart, but he alone. Otherwise, occupied with entertaining. But if he had to, his ass could go back to school for computer programming and engineering. And that's all that matters, really. Okay, that's all that matters. Because let me tell you why these people mad. They mad because they realize and they see that the economy is going towards scientific positions. And many of these people, they're not scientific and they're not trained to be scientific and they don't have what it takes, the skill set to do some of this stuff. So what they're going to do is divest us, our babies. They think they're going to divest us, but you ain't going to divest us. This year taught us something. It taught us what I've been doing all my life because my daddy taught me. And my mom and my dad taught me about the Jim Crow South. My granddad was a sharecropper. My grandma, they're on the, what you call them things? Dolls, rows, whatever, supposed to get your little 40 acres and a mule, ain't get shit. And then whatever you got, here come the KKK. Okay? And the real talk is you can kill one, you can kill two, but you can't kill them all. So you just leave the South, okay? I'm just saying. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. Of thee I see. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring. This has been Deliberations with Sonya. I'm your girl, Sonya. This is episode 1. We're going to do episode 2 right on the heels because I'm going to do 2 episodes a week. Because with the people that we have in the White House right now, you can't wait 48 hours. Shit changed so fast. This has been Deliberation with Sonya. I'm your girl, Sonya. Like, subscribe, share, because we're going to be keeping it real and we're going to make sure that you know what's going on Deliberations with Sonya. Stay tuned and watch out.